The sun shone across much of New South Wales today, but the flood danger was far from over.
There's a thing called the blue sky flood, where all of the water that feeds into from the tributaries into the local catchment areas basically comes together.
There's still a lot of roads cut and there's still a lot of danger out there.
Near Wollongong, the extent of the damage is starting to sink in.
It was just devastating, just seeing all of our stuff just kind of ruined.
This was all edible spinach.
Jemima McDonald moved into her dream home in Thirroul 2 weeks ago. Today, she's living a nightmare.
We don't have flood insurance. My partner's just been made redundant. How are we going to do this?
SES crews spent the day assessing properties in the Illawarra. They say 14 were declared not habitable. Across the state, volunteers have conducted nearly 200 flood rescues since the rain started. In Richmond, in Sydney's northwest, the local soccer club looks more like a swimming club. Horses enjoyed the new pool, but thousands of insects have been washed out of their homes. The Hawkesbury River peaked at the moderate flood level in Windsor overnight, with water levels now dropping.
We thought this might be a much worse event than it has been.
Warragamba Dam is expected to stop spilling in the coming days, and minor flooding has left people stranded at Wiseman's Ferry.
It's been enough to take out the ferries at both Wiseman's Ferry, Webbs Creek, which means people can't get across the river.
It's a part of the area, part of the river. It's when you buy in flood zone, that's the risk you take and the dice you roll.
The flooding has damaged rail infrastructure, causing major disruptions on the South Coast line. As Transport for New South Wales carries out its assessments, commuters are being urged to consider alternative arrangements.
We don't expect those rail services to be back up and running for the morning commute tomorrow.
The federal and state governments have declared several natural disaster areas.
It triggers support for my community. It triggers support for our council to repair essential infrastructure. It also triggers the initial support for our primary producers and for our residents who are affected.
There's financial support available to individuals, businesses, community organisations and sporting organisations.
A helping hand for devastated communities. Tim Fernandez, ABC News.